Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope your Saturday is going well. We're going to round off your Saturday in style. It is, of course, all about the craft house. And today we have got a festive edition for you. I feel like Michelle, I don't feel like Michelle. What I meant was, Michelle, I feel like Christmas is like fast approaching now.
It really
like
is.
It doesn't feel like it's that long away.
No, I mean,
like
what are we, 3 paydays away if you get paid monthly?
Oh gosh, yeah.
So,
I already am like making plans, who's coming around for dinner, what we're doing.
Yeah.
And there'll no doubt be loads of people out there that haven't even made a start on the Christmas crafting. Where are you at with yours?
Nowhere.
Right, okay.
I must admit, I've been that busy, I haven't even given it a thought. The only thought I've give is, so my husband's literally, he's turned into the Grinch, which he sort of does gradually every year.
Right.
So we sort of discussed it about a week ago and he went, I'm not having no one round for Christmas and I'm not going nowhere.
Oh.
To be
You
fair,
can
he
come to
wasn't
mine if you want.
Yeah.
You can come, if
yeah.
he's going to be that Pete Grinch, you're more than welcome to come to mine. I'm sure, though, lots of you out there haven't even started your Christmas crafting yet. If you haven't, then fear not, because we've got some brilliant deals for you coming up in this show of all things Christmas related, which is going to be marvellous. Maybe we're going to instill some Christmas spirit into ourselves, Ben, if he's watching, which he no doubt is, and the rest of our crafty community.
Definitely. And I think with Ben, though, because obviously I'm crafting at home from June with Christmassy stuff for work. So I think he just gets to the point where it's July, August, and I think he's
over
had
it.
yeah,
he's over it. I do feel like, though, we're like, it comes in wins. That's not what I meant. You get... It's a good start, isn't it? I mean, you get what I tend to do is I get my first festive wind of the year comes quite early. Comes quite early and it comes quite abruptly. It's quite full on. It happens very quickly. Yeah, that's the first festive wind, first bout of a festive wind. And that sort of that wind subsides gently, and then I go into, say, maybe ever so slightly anti-Christmas mode around the beginning of December, and then the Christmas wind returns in full force again in December, and we sail all the way through Christmas and into the new year with it. Yeah. Anyone else feel the same?
But I must admit, I love Christmas. I love everything about it. So when it definitely gets there, I love it. I love the shops all decorated. I love going out when it's cold and snowy, hopefully. So I just love everything about it. I love wrapping the presents. I love buying the presents. I love returning the presents because someone's not bought me the correct present. And then getting what I really want. No, I don't really. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Right, well, you're going to ignite your festive winds over the next couple of hours. Don't worry about that. Settle in. And be ready to be blown away. Right, oh, not there. Let's look at the weekend Super Save before we get ourselves in any more trouble. You have got a brilliant deal on the Super Save. You're going to get this, and that's the A3 Pastel Centura Pearl. You get this one for free in here, actually. 20 sheets of this when you go for the other two A3 Centura Pearl collection. So you're going to get that when you're going for this, your Hint of Silver. In the Hint of Silver, you're going to get 25 single-sided sheets here in the Hint of Silver. Oh, there's the top of it. There we are, in that one there. And then you are also going to receive the festive, the Snow White Hint of Gold is the other one. All A3 inside, so it gives you loads of options when it comes to crafting with this. $25.98 or $37.98. You've absolutely loved that so far today. It's our weekend Super Saver, so it'll only run until the end of tomorrow or whilst the stocks last, so you will need to be quick for that one. We have got as well a brilliant deal that we had on Cartload, which we've kept going for you. You usually get about 48 hours of all of the deals we bring you, so we're just coming up to the end of this one, but there is still some stock left, and it is our Spectral Noir bag. Now it saves you $62.90 or $99.82 compared to buying these individually. So you will get in here the aqua markers, which is fantastic. You've also got the glitter markers in there. We're going to send you some of our amazing paint markers in here as well, which is fantastic. So they're coming in there, and they go onto a whole host of different surfaces. You've got your tri-blend brush pens. We're going to send you some of those. We are going to also send you some illustrators, which are our most premium of alcohol markers. You've got your art liners in there. We're also going to send you some blending sponges. You're going to get one of our card front colouring pads, and you'll also get a couple of different ink pads in here as well. And this particular one's got the pumice and the bronze from the Midas. So a brilliant saving, £62 or $99 you save when you get this bag. It's been really, really busy today. Loads of you have gone for this, but we are coming towards the last of your opportunity to get a hand on that now. So do get that in your basket and get it checked out if you want it. The other cartload deal I'm going to share with you is this one. The Deluxe tote. Been so busy on this again today. Easy to see why. It's a fantastic bag. It's absolutely massive, this bag. You can take as well these middle compartments out if you wish and just have it as one big space in there. You could fit a Gemini Junior in there, no problem whatsoever. It's a fantastic bag. Even if you've got the compartments in, you're still going to be able to fit A4 cardstock into there as well. So it's up to you how you want to use that. Lots of pockets on the front of here as well. These really nice deep gusseted pockets. Big slip pocket here for you. 2 pockets on either end, and you've got the big zip pocket on the back of there. So lots of opportunities to store all of your crafty bits and bobs. You wouldn't believe the amount you can get in these. Do you remember Debbie Robinson's one of these that she used to have and carry around with her? It was honestly, like, I saw a flock of seagulls fly out of it once. There's so much in there. You've also got these really nice padded handles. It'll be really comfortable to carry even when it's full. $34.99 or $39.95 is what you would normally pay for that. However, today, you're also going to get a load of freebies included as well, which is awesome. So also in here, you will receive all of this stuff. So you've got happy hearts, we've also got a creator card in there, sentiment stamps, edgeables, some floral stamps for you to colour, which will be fun, some balloon sentiments, and a fantastic embossing folder. Those items were $55.93 or $73.65 on their own. I am having a few issues with my iPad, so just see what you're up to and who's tuning in. Let me share with you then what we're going to look at first when it comes to our demonstrations. Definitely get ahead on the website is what I'd say, because there are loads of great deals. Things like brilliant deals on double-sided dies. We've got lots of festive collections to share with you, and we do that as we go through the show. So this one here is, these are layerable dies, which are excellent. So you get that sentiment and it layers up over that topper there. So that one is We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We've also got Star of Wonder just there. You've then got this one here, which is upside down. And that one is your From Our House to Yours. This next one here, that is Jingle All the Way. And you'll also receive this one, which is Warm Christmas Wishes. $34.96 or $45.32. That saves you $14.99 or $19.43. So a great deal on these two. Really nice. These great size. Whether you want to use some toppers, I'm thinking tags would be great with these as well, Michelle. Those sort of handy in between size, aren't they?
They are. I love these. They're not too big. They're not too little. So let me show you a few of the samples that we have got. So we have got this beautiful bay front window, and it's obviously it's used to cut the aperture out the front, and then if I just open it up, you can see it all on the inside. But then bringing in our ornament dies that we've got, and having those hanging in the middle as the aperture, rather than the ones that actually, because obviously you can get ones that come with it, but then just popping them on front of your card. Look at that. I love that. Look how pretty that is. And they all are. So they're just a nice, lovely size. You can absolutely make them the focal point of your card. Look at this one. Oh, I love that. How clever is that? Who did that? Katie Young. I love that. Such a simple and classic, I think, design there. Just having that wreath on the front of your door. We've got that lovely bell. Jingle all the way. Again, a nice, simple, classic design there, but bringing in your acetates. So that's like your snowfall acetate, having extra embellishments on there. I mean, I can go on and on. I've got so many here next to me. The Star of Wonder, perfect for your Bethlehem collection. I'll just show you this last one because I love this. Traditional colours in that red, gold and green. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Just really adorable. Cool. Yeah, love these.
Absolutely beautiful, and there's so many other things across on the website as well for you to shop for. So make sure you head over there, hit that shop the show button and see all the stuff that is coming up. If you want to get in touch with us, you've got any comments or questions, and fire them across over on socials, Crafters TV, on Facebook, Crafters Companion, if you are across on YouTube. I believe this is what we're going to look at first, is it, Michelle?
It is, yeah. I'm gonna use the a Star of Wonder, or Star of Wonder. So if I just pop this out, you can see you've got those two dies in there. You've got that outer die that creates your lovely matte piece, and then you've got this die that is the lovely decorative element in there. So let's pop those to the side. So what we're going to do first is I've got some gold mirror and some of this gorgeous from the Frosty and Bright. I was thinking of the snowman and I couldn't get his name. But yeah, Frosty and Bright. So we're just going to pop this on here. And again, I'm using the tacky glue because I'm going to glue this to the mirror card. Tacky glue is the one that you're going to use for that. So just pop that on there. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that to the side for a minute just to let that dry. I've just got a little bit of glue, get rid of that. And then I'm going to bring in these two pieces. So I'm just going to use these two. I'm going to cut this out of both of these because we're going to give it that lovely gold drop shadow. Let's pop that on there. Take that off, we don't want that on there. And then run it through. So again, this is a nice small size. I think that will go through your mini. Definitely your midi. I keep looking, when I say that, I look to the side because they're all lined up here on the unit. So when I say I think it'll go through your midi, I'm looking just to the side at the machine so I can sort of gauge. Yeah. So as much as I maybe look a little bit dodgy, constantly looking to the side, that's why I am, because they're all lined up there. So let me pokey tool, pop that out.
Lots of people tuning in saying hello. Jessica's saying hi from Maryland. Carletta's in Arkansas. Linda's in South Dakota. Who else got? Ben McCarthy's back. We've also got Nancy's in Nevada. Kimberly's in Carolina. Shadia's saying hi as well. Hey, Shadia. And Christine Mahoney says, hello again. My garage sale is dead slow. Are you hosting a garage sale, Christine Mahoney? You're at a garage sale. I'd love to know. Well, you said my garage sale, so I'm guessing it's yours. Yes,
well, that would make sense, yeah. So let's just get rid of all these
love rummaging through other people's stuff.
It's literally,
I do. Like, invited or uninvited, Michelle. Yeah. It's actually my favourite thing to do.
Either or. I do. I love a garage sale. I love a car boot sale. I love it when you go for the walk, because I mean it wasn't a thing that you saw here so much, but now you do. So you're going for the walk and someone has just popped a load of stuff out on the driveway and have put it up for sale. And you see that a lot more now, but you never used to do. You never saw anything like that when I was younger. But I do love coming across one of them and having a good rummage. Because what do they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Absolutely.
Urana's saying hello as well from Virginia. Hello, Urana.
Right, so we're going to run that back through with the gold. So again, I'm just going to use that as the drop shadow. Pop that on there and run it through.
Now you can get these individually if you want to, but remember when you get them individually, you're not going to get that saving. So getting the bundle together, it saves you £15 or $20 almost. So definitely worth getting them all together. And they're going to be super handy, aren't they? I think they're something you're going to definitely be able to use, whether you're making sort of suites of cards with them, would be another great way to go, you know, in different themes. Again, they're very, I say inoffensive, but what I mean is, you know, they are very universal sentiments, aren't they, Michelle? You couldn't be able to use them for anything.
Yes, definitely. They're not something that is bold and in your face. It's bold and in your face is good and nice, but yeah, inoffensive. They are a classic staple that you're going to have in your stash, and you're going to love. You're going to be able to put them on everything because they aren't bold and brass and in your face. They're lovely and delicate. You can absolutely make them bold, you know, depending on what you're going to be cutting them out of or making them for. But they're not too big, and they're definitely not too. What is it? It's Goldilocks. They're just right. Not too hot, not too cold. It's just right, and that's what these are. They're just right, and they're quite delicate as well. The detailing that's cut out of these, it's wonderful, really nice.
I feel that summer's officially over today, Michelle.
It really is.
It's chilly, isn't it, today for the first? I mean, it was a little bit chilly yesterday, but I'm going to go as far as to say it's cold today.
It is cold today, definitely.
I've resisted the heating at home because I'm in a block of flats, so it seems to be a little bit more, in apartment blocks, it seems to be a little bit easier. And I think because of my buildings like all brick, it's, I know most buildings are brick, that seems silly, but it's a very old building with very thick walls. It seems to not be as cold in the evening. So the bit where you'd normally put the heating on in the evening is the warmest bit of the day at mine. So I haven't yet, but we have at the house here, haven't we?
Yes,
we had the heating on last night.
Yeah. Just a touch, I think, just to take that edge off.
Just a touch. See, I avoid putting the real heating on for quite a long time because what I did was, Michelle, I bought one of these fans, you know, that does hot and cold.
Yeah.
And it heats the room up in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Which is really handy. So I've worked out that I can just have it on for 10 minutes before bed, and then in the morning, it's got a remote control. I can wake up in the morning, no matter how cold it is, put my hand out, turn it on, and within 10 minutes the room's warm again.
Oh, that's all right.
So I'm doing my bit to try and, you know, the energy couscous that we're in, I'm trying to not use it as much as possible.
I know, and that's it, isn't it? I mean, but the thing is, what do? Do you go cold to save that money, or it's a bit of a quandary, isn't it?
Mine's funny as well at home because mine's all, there's no gas at all in my building. So it's all electric heaters.
Ah, okay.
So they're a bit funny how they work, you know. Sometimes you seem to have them on for ages and nothing happens, and all of a sudden the apartment's roasting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
We need to get ourselves these, what are they called? Are they called oodies? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Is it an oodie? I mean, they're quite expensive, but people rave about them.
Well, I got my son one, but it wasn't an oodie. It was from...
somewhere else?
Yes. And it's a cow print. He loves cows. And it's a cow print one. And it's just as good. And it was like, I think, 20 quid rather than 70, 80, 90, 100 quid. So, and yeah, so you definitely get one of those. It's like a hug in a blanket, isn't it? Right, I don't have no dotty tape pens. I'm really struggling with that.
Have you checked Drake's drawers?
I haven't, no.
I'm going to have a rummage in his drawers.
I
bet we can find some.
Right, before I glue them on then, just in case Joe can find me a dotty tape pen, we'll put this box lid together. So I've got my acetate. I'm going to pop that on the inside. The problem is I've been spoilt with our dotty tape pens because it's so easy to use them when I'm putting these intricate dies together. Have you found some? Was Jake Hardingham?
Did he tell you he didn't have any?
Well, I had a look and I
ask?
didn't see any.
Two there.
Thank you.
He's looking around the corner.
That one in my
I wish you could see his face. He's peering around the corner.
Right, let's bring that in. So there's one to use, one for my back pocket. So right, let's. And do you know what I've been spoilt with these. I always make sure that I've got these in at home because look how quick I'm doing that. If you saw me get my glue out and I didn't even think about it. I was like, no, I don't want to do it that way. because I've been spoilt by how amazing these are. I mean, I would have done, absolutely, but it just takes so much longer. And when I'm here with you guys, you don't want to see me doing that for the next 5 minutes. There we go. Look how quick that was. Perfect. There we go. So this is my one where I cut just the aperture out, and it's going to go onto that lovely acetate lid. So for this, just going to let me pop that there, this round. But I think that's it, isn't it? As crafters, we want the tools to make our job as easy as possible. And the dotted tape pen absolutely is one of those things. And our normal tape pens, I don't know what I'd do without either of those. There we go. Let's pop this on here. There we go. And then again, so this is going to sit in there just like that. So
Kathy Myers is saying hello. Hello all. Hi Kathy, hope you're doing well. It's me and Michelle all weekend this weekend.
It is.
It's a Joe and Michelle weekend takeover.
Popping that in there. We're literally doing a Saturday night takeover.
Do you know we should get Sunday lunch tomorrow?
That sounds nice.
Get one delivered.
Oh, can we?
I think so, yeah.
That'd be nice.
I bet we can. I bet we can organise it.
Yeah. We'll just ring Christine.
There's a pub near Spennymoor that delivers.
Is there?
Yeah. I don't know if they deliver pints as well, but...
Oh, that sounds lovely.
We had breakfast delivered this morning, and I'm telling you what, it's like something out of the future is how it felt, Michelle.
Did you have that delivered?
The breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I thought you'd gone to get it.
No. Me and Jamie got the Golden Arches delivered to work this morning. I wanted to go to the baker's around the corner. We tried on the way in, didn't we, Michelle?
We did.
The queue was massive. I popped back about 20 minutes after we'd been in, ready for the show. Popped back, queue was still massive. Tippy-tappy, tappy-tappy, tippy. And then 25 minutes, what was his name? Gareth arrived with our order. It was quite fabulous. 10 minutes before we went live.
I love that.
I mean, it's the future, isn't it?
You did what? Tippy-tappy?
Tippy-tappy on my phone, yeah.
So this frame, I've just used a couple of our nesting dies just to create that frame there. And again, it's just another decorative element on there that just looks fabulous. So then again, I'm just going to put these sides on the box. And the only ink pad I used when I was inking that star up is I just used the fuchsia. And I just put a little bit more ink on the edges than on the middle bit. And again, you just get that lovely ombre effect.
Tim Cease is just saying huge well done to all at Crafters TV in front of house and backstage. They bring us amazing crafting inspiration, such a magical environment.
Aww.
Isn't that a lovely thing to say?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
We do try our best.
We're always trying.
I was just going to say, that's why I said it properly. Well, I like to think that, so even before I joined, I like to think that there was a little bit of everything when you're watching. There's a bit of crafting knowledge and expert people on there. You have a little bit of fun, a little bit of banter. We answer random questions like what's your favourite biscuit and which is the best for dunking. You know, all the important, life questions that we need. Asking and answering. So you get a little bit of everything, I think.
You do, you get a bit of everything. Some general knowledge trivia.
Yeah.
Some Eurovision facts which you absolutely didn't ask for most shows.
But you're going to get them anyway.
That's the way it is.
Absolutely. So then, last but not least, let's pop these tabs together. So let's get these up and together. And then the last thing that I'm going to pop on here, which is it's been incredibly hard for me to use. And not because it's difficult, because it's one of them things that we have in our stash and we don't want to use because they're so pretty. So this is some of those beautiful, what are they called? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Berries.
Berries, or berries, as we call them in Manchester. Berry and cherry.
So let's turn that over. I've still got my hot glue gun next to me, so we're going to use that. So I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of glue behind that, pop it in there. I mean, it's hard to use them because we love them and we want to keep them, but they look amazing when you're popping them onto your project. They really do. So let's pop that one there. Do you know, I was having that discussion, I don't know if it was with my...
project or project?
Son, yeah, or my husband the other day. I think it was with Oliver. And I, project. I say project.
I sometimes say pastel and sometimes I say pastel.
Yeah. Because I think he kept saying to me, but that's not how you say it. And I'm like, but that's how I say it. Project. Well, it's funny because I normally say everything very common.
I like the way you say two.
Two?
But you say like to sometimes.
Oh, going to shops.
To, yeah, to.
To.
It's like very, I think it's obviously very specific to the very bit of West Yorkshire that you're from. Because not everyone from Yorkshire says it. It's like you know, like little bits of Yorkshire have their own special little words and sayings. That must be one from the bit you're from.
Yeah, to, off to shop, yeah. There's a few things I say. So Debbie Robinson says it as well. So instead of saying I couldn't do it, we shorten that down and then people look at you and go, oh, and it's like, no, couldn't. But obviously accents and shortened words, you know. But there's my box.
Taylor, our social media superstar, she says pastel. We were talking earlier, Taylor, about exactly where you were from.
Yeah.
I know it's Virginia, and we had to Google it, but now we know. That's beautiful, Michelle. What a really gorgeous box. And showing you a different way that you could use it. I hadn't thought about cutting them into tops of boxes. Let me share with you the different designs that you've got in here then. So this first one is, we wish you a Merry Christmas, which is this one just here. So you've got the Christmas tree on here. Remember, you're getting 2 dies as well on there. There we are. So you've got We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Star of Wonder, From Our House to Yours. Then you've also got Jingle All the Way. And then you've got Warm Winter Wishes as well. Carlette says, Michelle, I never thought of a pink snowflake. It's lovely.
Oh,
it is lovely, isn't it? Right, let's move on then. Let's have a little look now. We're going to have a little look at some of the double-sided elements in a second. Before we do though, we're going to look firstly at these double-sided plates which you've got. So you will need the plates to use them. Loads of you have already got the double-sided plates. Obviously if you've already got them, then you don't need them again. But if you don't, then these are those. These are the junior ones first. We'll just give you the details for those. £9.9 or £13.29. The junior ones are really handy because you've got the larger Gemini. They can go that way through your larger Gemini as well. So you've got the option. And then you've got the A4 Gemini plate size on these as well. Different details here for you. £13.99 or £18.89 if you want to get your hands on those. Let's have a little look at the double-sided dies in, because the deals, oh my word, they are literally off the chart. So we've got some edgeables for you first. £12.99 or £16.99, you are saving double what you are spending. Now the brilliant thing about the edgeables is that's what you're going to get out of side one. That's what you get out of side two. You put them together and that is what you have got. So you've got the snow flurry, you've also got the string of lights in there as well, and you've also got dashing through the snow there too. So £10.39 or £13.59 if you want to get those as a platinum member. That's the first one for you. This is the next one here as well. So what again this is doing is, you can see it's cutting this element for you and this element here, and then you pop it all together, and this is what you have got. The saving, again here, absolutely off the chart on these creator card style dies. So you've got festive ornaments. This one is Oh Little Town that you can see there. Really gorgeous. And then this one, so much detail in here. That's your snowflake kisses that you've got there. Again, you are saving double what you're spending, under £20 or $24 if you are a platinum member. The next ones I've got for you are these ones just here. Now I'll show you the couple of boards that I've got first, and then I'll show you the other two. 4 in this collection for you, £5 each. Shut the front door, £5 each on these. This one's Star of Wonder. Then you've also got this one just here. Now this one's amazing because what you've got in there is you've got your tree look, and then you've also got your sentiment as well. Is that right? You've definitely got the sentiment in there, haven't you? I couldn't see it, but see, you've got 2 dies. So you've got that side. Well, that's amazing. All those different options that you've got there on that 1 die alone. Then you've got this one, which has Joy in there as well. And you've also then got this one here, which is your festive bauble. So you get all of those for that amazing price, saving you $59.97 or $74.85 on all of those. Florist has a lovely idea of making a box with a beautiful lid like this one. I can use a tree die as well. Thank you, Michelle. There you are. I've got one more set for you as well, haven't I? Jumped the gun there. Let's share this last ones with you. These ones just here. Now, you've got loads in here. This one just here is your next set. So this one has got your beautiful baubles in there. You've also... So this one has got your beautiful baubles, your festive flurry. You've also got the reason for the season. You'll decorate the tree. And you've then got your festive foliage. And we've got the festive wreath as well. They're not the right details for this. We'll find the details for that, and we'll give you that again a little bit later in the show. Right. Next up then, we are going to the punny stamps. It's punny, honey. These ones just here. These ones are awesome. We love these. They make us happy, don't they, Michelle?
They really do.
They really do. So let's share these with you. This is your Happy Christmas, the first one you've got there. They could be sprouts. We were talking about this earlier. You could make those into sprouts. So. They would definitely encourage your festive wind, wouldn't they, if you turn those into sprouts. You've then got, it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas. Bar humpug as well. And baby, it's cold outside. Alpaca my scarf. Alpaca my scarf.
I love that.
You get it, don't you? Of course you do. $14.97 or $20.85 if you want to get your hands on those ones. Right then, back we go to Michelle. We're going to look at these ones, I believe, Michelle.
We are. Oh, just going to get my stamp out. Bear with me. I had it out and now it's gone. Oh, one of these days you'll come to me and I'll be organised and you'll all be so shocked you won't know what to do with yourselves. The sprouts. It's because I'd got the alpaca out from earlier and then realised that I wasn't doing that one. And then just forgot to get the new one out. So, oh, is that a... let me have a look at that. Is that someone who's they have? So that's
someone did a mask for you.
Yeah,
that's nice.
There's a mask there. So I'm not going to be using the mask. I'm just going to be using the stamp as it is. But absolutely, do you know what? It's just got enough stick on it that you can absolutely pop it back in there, and you're going to be using it again and again. So let's just pop those to the side. So I'm just going to bring my stamping platform in. And again, so I've got some of our Nina colouring card, paper card. It's not really a paper, is it? Pop that on. And I'm going to be using my tri-blends. So I'm going to be using one of my alcohol-proof ink pads, and I'm going to be using the Flagstone this time. So we do have 4 colours in these. We've got a Flagstone, we've got the black, there's like a brownie colour, and I can't remember the names, but there is 4. And I think there's 4 with the watercolours as well. So you don't always have to be picking the black up. There we go.
It stamps so crisply, doesn't it?
Yeah. How cute is that? I mean, it's just adorable. It really is.
Like 2 peas in a pod.
Right, let's pop that there. And let me bring this in. So let's pop that on there. So we're gonna be colouring this in, and just for now I've got my ice grey shades, I've got my dark red, and I have got my light green blends. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start colouring this in. So for the hat, I'm going to start with the grey, and I'm just going to colour the grey. So my hat's going to be red, but my darkest bit, we're going to start with grey first, because then you get a lovely dark red. You've probably seen it if you've got the Academy of Colour. You've probably, if you're a colourist, it's probably a little trick that you do yourselves anyway. I know Leanne definitely does it. The beautiful Lily does it, I know, because she's the one who showed me how to do it. So if I do it wrong, Lily, you didn't explain yourself properly.
Right, I see that, passing the blame there.
Right, so that is where my darkest of my 3 reds is going to be. So, and then I'm just going to colour the rest in as usual. So I'm going to go over with my lightest. I'm going to sort of preserve my highlight through the middle of the hat. And the thing is, it's not that it's difficult or hard to do.
So why the grey then under the red? What's the thinking there?
It gives you a really nice deep red.
Right.
Deeper than the deep red. So the darkest deep red that we've got, I think, is a DR9.
And does grey under any colour do this, or is it specifically for the red?
Yes, if you put the grey under the darkest of anything, you're going to get a real dark shade of that particular colour.
Oh, cool.
So it just takes it that much deeper than what you could have done without it. And because it's a grey, you can put your colour over the top. I'm not sure if it works with them all. Again, it's be something that you'd have to have a play with. But it just, again, it takes it to that next level of deepness. And yes, I had to do the deep
Alicia,
lines.
I love Alicia's plays on words that she sends. She says, Arkansas is Arkancited. My A3 white purpose cardstock arrived yesterday. Tried it for the 3rd time yesterday. Excellent quality, and made an extra large sympathy card. The quality is excellent. Love that. Mary Rhino says, Santa baby, leave a Gemini under the tree for me. How many have you got,
Yes.
Mary? Is there room for another Gemini under your tree? Tim C says, in the tri-blends, how much ink is in each pen, please? That is a great question that I do not know the answer to, Michelle.
Do you know what? I wouldn't know.
About that much. About that much.
Obviously, you've got the three
much.
different shades. So I really, that is something that I wouldn't even know where to begin to tell you how much is in there. But I can tell you that they last.
The ones in the studio we've had forever, haven't we?
Yes.
Some of the more popular colours are just starting to go now.
Yeah. Definitely. And again, we don't advise that you
I bet one of our viewers knows.
Yeah, probably. I mean...
Because I always think, like, a pen. Could you take a pen on a plane in your hand luggage?
I don't know.
Does anyone know the answer to this? Because it's got liquid in it. Technically, it's got liquid in the pen, hasn't it? So
Yes.
would they confiscate it if you didn't have it in your little clear plastic bag? Does anyone work for airport security and is able to answer that question? That'd be wonderful. Maybe you have, a niece, a nephew, a husband, a brother, a son, a mother, a daughter that works in security. Let us know.
So anyone. It's anyone.
It is, alcohol is a liquid, isn't it, that's in there? Because when you think about what you refill them with, it's a liquid, isn't it? It's a little vessel inside that contains the liquid.
Again, I wouldn't know. Absolutely.
Oh, you can take them without getting them confiscated. Taylor seems to think you can take them in your hand luggage. Brilliant.
Of course Taylor would know, because...
Of course. She's no doubt been across to the States many times with them in a hand luggage.
Yeah. There we go. Do you know what? We're going to call him a sprout again. He's not a sprout, is he? He's
Do you like sprouts,
pea.
Michelle?
I love sprouts.
So I
think I
only
might be the
like
only
Brussels
one.
sprouts really if they are finely sliced and then fry them with bacon in lots of butter and add a little bit of double cream to them. It is really, really tasty.
When
Boiled, I think they are one of the most disgusting things to grace the face of the planet.
Ben does it shredded sprouts with pancetta for Christmas sometimes.
That's just, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He's just giving it a more fancy name than I have. I said slice and fry them with bacon. He's called them shredded sprouts with pancetta. Exactly the same, yeah.
Well, which is why I said it, because I thought that's what he calls it, and it's exactly the same. So you're going to carry on. You're going to carry on colouring in, and then it's going to end up looking like this. I used a bit of a darker grey there, and I've definitely used the darker red, so I think I've used the shades rather than the blend. But, you know, there's sort of the same effects that you've got going on.
Just to show you how just varying it up a little bit gives you a completely different look, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So we're gonna pop this on a card. So again, I don't feel you don't need to do much, because that is the main focus of your card. It's just
Where's this show going, Michelle? It's flying by this evening, isn't it?
I know.
Oh, our social media superstar Taylor, she's like, ooh, who boils sprouts? No, you roast them with garlic and so yummy. Yeah, you guys in the US have got a lot better relationship with sprouts than we have.
Yeah.
We, you know, just having them boiled and on the plate, no, they smell funny, don't they? They really smell funny.
I must admit, I'm a fan of a sprout in
Just
any
a boiled
way.
sprout.
Yeah.
It's like a boiled sprout is like it has all the intensity of flavour in a big full cabbage in one tiny little sprout. That's what it tastes like to me when they're boiled. Not nice. They just make the whole house smell.
They do.
Yeah.
When I was younger, so we'd have our Sunday dinner, and any leftovers Mum would put in a big bowl and put it in the fridge, and we'd have it the next day as fry up. So she'd like chop it all and put it in a frying pan and
like bubble and squeak we would call it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. She just called it fry up. But when she used to open the fridge and take the cling film off the top of that the day after, the stench was just
unbearable.
Yeah.
Not nice. And then you'd eat that.
And then we'd eat it, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the Brussels sprouts. They do funny things when you boil them. What is the one thing that you can't be without on your... Seeing as we're going full festive this evening on Craft House, what's the one thing that you can't be without on your Christmas dinner? Whatever it is you're having, wherever you're having it. A Yorkshire pudding. Now, Yorkshire pudding on a Christmas dinner is divisive, I would say, Jamie.
Yes.
I don't think universally they are to be included. I think Christmas dinner purists would say no to a Yorkshire pudding on a Christmas dinner. I think absolutely Yorkshires have a place anywhere. I'd eat a Yorkshire pudding at any time of the day or night. Or they're called, I think you guys call them popovers in the States, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you not like them?
I would have to be with Charlotte and say probably pigs in blankets are the most important aspect of the Christmas dinner. You have to have lots of them. Do you have thick sausages or skinny chipolatas?
It's got to be chipolatas.
I think chipolatas, yeah, wrapped in lots of bacon. I think the bacon to sausage ratio is definitely better with a chipolata than it is with a chunky sausage.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I don't mind them. I'm not averse to them having a little bit of sort of whole grain mustard brushed over them whilst they're in the oven. The oven. You let me know what's the one thing you can't not have on your Christmas dinner. What would yours be, Michelle? Some people
turkey.
say... Sorry, turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah, see, I don't think I'm going to do turkey this year.
No, I
I'm
don't
going to
think
do roast
we
beef
did.
this year.
I think last year Ben did. In fact, Ben, I think we were discussing this earlier, but Ben tends to cook for the 5,000. So I think last year, I think we had beef. I think we had a chicken, actually.
A beef chicken? That sounds interesting.
Beef and...
All right.
Beef and chicken. And I think he did pork as well, you know. No, did he do a ham?
How many of you were there?
There were 6 of us.
Wowzers.
Yeah, we do eat meat for the rest of the week.
Right.
But he gets it from his mum. She, when she cooks for the 5,000 as well.
I thought he got the meat from his mum. I thought she was a farmer then for a moment. I didn't realise where we were going with that.
No, she's always done the same. She's cooked for the 5,000. So I think you grow up and sort of see that. You tend to do the same, and he definitely does the same.
Lots of US fans saying cornbread stuffing is the thing that has to be on there. It is delicious, Taylor agrees. What is cornbread stuffing? Is it a stuffing made from cornbread? I'm not sure. Sylv says stuffing and pigs in blankets. I'm team Yorkshire at any time, anywhere. I agree. I mean, I'd have a Yorkshire pudding on a spaghetti bolognese. I really would. I put it in the spaghetti bolognese in it. When is the Crafters TV cookbook coming out, says Kate on YouTube. We should probably write one. It seems to be what we talk about a lot here on Crafters TV.
We do. Definitely.
And then the other debate is Christmas pudding or no Christmas pudding, because that again is, Christmas pudding's a bit of a, it's sort of dying out a bit, isn't it, Christmas pudding? Christmas cake.
Disgusting.
Yes, we're all right. Disgusting, wow. How do we feel about Christmas pudding in the gallery? Loving it?
Yeah.
Jamie would rather have a Black Forest Gatto because apparently it's 1983. It was a honey roast ham, your husband's informing me, Michelle.
Oh, okay, that's it. Oh, that really tickled me. So there we go. So that is my my lovely happy Christmas.
The thing is about a gatto is that it's just unfathomably light, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's going to float away. Like, it's just air. How do they make it so light?
Well, if you'd ever had my mum's, you wouldn't be asking that because hers could sink a ship.
Really? Was it heavy?
Just a little.
Why was it so heavy? This didn't really...
Yeah, just my mum.
Delicious,
yeah,
but very heavy.
Yes,
but more like a fudge cake than a gatto.
Yes.
A Black Forest fudge cake. Jessica says, wine jello with frosted grapes for dessert. So when we say jello, are we thinking... See, this is why it's great having Taylor on the socials, because she sort of can translate for us. When we say jello, are we thinking like jelly, like we have jelly and ice cream, or are we thinking jam? So I think it could be either, because I tell you what, if there's wine jam in the US, we're going to have to end this show early. I'm on my way immediately. Kathy Myers says cranberry sauce is a must-have. Oh, yeah. I don't know how I feel about Christmas sauces. Both cranberry sauce and bread sauce, I can leave them, to be honest. Not for me. What's bread sauce?
I don't like bread sauce.
Bread sauce is a sauce made out of bread with sort of milk and cloves and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like a very thick. It kind of looks a bit like horseradish, like runny horseradish, but yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to tell it to you, Charlotte. It's not really nice. Let me recap for you exactly what you are getting. Did Jamie just say what I think he said?
Yeah.
Stop the show. Stop the show. Stop the show. Stop the show. You put brown sauce on your Christmas dinner. Oh. Do you put brown sauce on a Sunday dinner? Oh. No. Why brown sauce? Because the brown sauce mixes with the gravy. The two different consistency. It curdles. It is disgusting. Do you put tomato sauce on things as well? Brown sauce. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, I am sorry, people at home, about Jamie's dirty eating habits. Let me recap these for you. It's not divisive, it's just wrong, Jamie.
Just wrong.
So you're going to get in here. You're going to get the Happy Christmas, which is this one just here. Then we've also got this one here, which is your It's Penguining to Look a Lot Like Christmas. Bar Humpug is that one there. And we also have Baby, It's Cold Outside. Alpaca My Scarf, $14.97 or $20.85 to grab a hold of those. I don't think our American viewers will know what brown sauce is, will they? I'm not sure they have it. They don't know what bread sauce is. Bread sauce, you're not missing out. Brown sauce, on the other hand, delicious. Definitely not on, definitely not on a roast dinner or a Christmas dinner. Like, brown sauce belongs on things like bacon sandwiches.
Yes, sausage sandwich.
And sausage sandwiches. It goes in a sandwich. I don't know anywhere else that I put brown sauce. No. Tell you where I do like brown sauce, on shepherd's pie.
I dip a sausage roll in brown
Dip a sausage roll?
Yeah.
See, I would say tomato sauce for dipping a sausage roll, but I'm with you. Definitely does not belong on anything that has a lot of gravy swimming in it. Anyway, I'm off to go and have words with Jamie. So whilst I do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I'm Corrine Robinson and I am having an absolutely fantastic time up here working for Crafters Companion. So my crafting journey began back in, I have to get this the right way around, 2001. I went to a craft workshop just at a craft store and I was absolutely hooked. My mum convinced me to go because she wanted to go and I've not looked back since 2001 and I'm still going now. My crafty inspirations are, I have to be inspired by my grandmother. She was an amazing sewer and I just love to take inspiration from her. I can't sew, but I am blown away by what she used to do. But I just am inspired by all my colleagues around me, the other experts. I've just done a show today where we have third parties in and I just love watching them and take little bits from them and then put my own twist on it. What's it like having crafty colleagues? It's fantastic. We are an amazing team. The support from Crafters Companion is brilliant. I have loved it. As you know, I've not been here overly long, but the team have opened their arms and welcomed me so fantastically. And I love watching the shows because a lot of the tips and techniques that you'll see me do in my shows, I picked up from my colleagues by watching their shows. What non-craft facts can I share with you? I have my pride and joy at the moment is my gorgeous little Cavapoo dog. I absolutely love her. Miss her like mad when I come up here. Elsie's at home with my husband. What is my biggest crafting success? Oh, I just think it was the day I was able to give up a 9-to-5 job and be able to come and be a craft demonstrator full time. And then the excitement when I came to join this team was amazing. I just think that has to be up there at the top for me.
I like those pictures, the way they've done the pictures with the sort of little Polaroids. Really smart, isn't it? Really, really smart. We're going to move on. Do you want to build a snowman, Michelle?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. We're going to move on to the vintage snowman, which is awesome. Collection. This is a great collection, isn't it? Really very, very nostalgic, this, which is awesome. All of those lovely snowman images running all of the way through this. Some really nice card fronts done there as well. So cut those down by 4. You can make really quick 6x6 cards with them. It's a brilliant collection. So we've got the 12x12 papers. We've also got in here the luxury card stash. I'm going to pull this out for you, so you can have a look at this. And in here, where are we again? There we go. So we've got a really nice mixture of pearl card and glitters in there too. So that red with the black, isn't that a stunning combination? Let me just pull those out for you so you can see. The red glitter with the blue,
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful. Really, really lovely that. And that's all going to correspond and match beautifully with the 12 by 12 papers that you've got in there. You do get the embellishments in this little collection too, so they're coming included for you. There's a few other little extra bits and bobs when it comes to embellishments that you'll find over on the website to go with these under the Shop the Show button. But then we're going to move into dies. I like the amount of, it's very easy to customise this. You sort of can really put your own stamp on this particular collection. That's your vintage, oh hello, Vintage Wonderland. What's that? Oh gosh. What is that? Did you just see? I don't normally wear black. These jeans are a little on the tight side, all right? I am sorry if you got... It wasn't as bad as it could have been, Charlotte informs me, but it wasn't great.
We just saw a sneaky peek.
It was more of a launch party sneaky peek than a full launch day. Definitely wasn't a craft along, so we're all good. Right. Oh! Right, 3, 2, 1, back in the room, back in the room, back in the room. Right, so this one here is your Jolly Snowman, which is lovely. That is his... This is his scarf, I've found out. It's his scarf, is what that is. I don't know where that's come from. Right, let's put that over there. Oh, that one's dashing through the snow. Then we've also got Oh Christmas Tree. Then we have the Winter Scene, which is that one there. That one is Falling Snow. You will also get Christmas in Your Heart. That is Merry and Bright. And then we've got some lovely sentiments. So you've got your Winter Blessings, which are your stamps. And then you've also got your Seasonal Sentiments, which is your die cut sentiments as well. £79. Michelle has gone. £79 or $100 to get those. That's a great saving of £42 or $55. So you watch the action replay, Charlotte? Okay. All right. Just a little soupçon. Come on, Michelle, let's go back to you because I'm going to get myself in more trouble. I'm not picking anything else up for the rest of the show, that's it. Or the rest of the weekend, in fact.
Okay, it's me. Vintage Snowman. Christmas. Yeah, Christmas in Your Heart. So we're gonna use this beautiful stamp set.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's all of a sudden become very warm. Right, so I've got some of my Nina cardstock. And I'm going to use my tri-blends again. We've got that beautiful snowman. We're going to pop him on there, and we're going to stamp that gorgeous little stocking as well. Right. So again, so I'm going to use my flagstone. It's a nice change to the black. You don't get such a bold, in your face stamp. It's a bit more subdued, which I think goes lovely with this collection. So there we go, let's stamp them down. Oh, I've missed half of it. That's all right though. The beauty of the stamping platform means that I can go back in to those little pieces that I've missed and get them perfectly lined up.
I want to hear what the gallery is saying right now. Says Kate
quiet
on YouTube. You really don't.
No.
We'll get taken off air if you could hear what they've said during that little section just there. Joe, I can see your beep is what would have been said.
Oh dear.
Right, back in the room. I'm ready now. I've composed myself.
Yeah.
Are you composed, Michelle?
I am.
Right, okay.
I like to think I am. Right, so I'm going to bring in my blue and my red for this. So again, I'm using my tri-blends, and I've got my dark red blend and my true blue blend for the minute. So again, I could do the trick with the dark grey round the edge again. That again gives you that extra deep red right to the edges. I went a little bit out of the line there, but I don't think you can quite see it, so that's okay. Saying that though, if you do go out of the edges, that is what our clear one is for. So if I could just go grab it, the blender one.
Yeah, which is in the Classique, is it?
So in our Classique, so the blender pen is absolutely brilliant. So if you do go out of the line just a little bit, all you're going to do is you're just going to go over it with your blender pen. And what it does is it pushes the ink down and away and through. So if I turn that over now, you can see that little bit of ink just coming through where my blender pen has pushed it through. And then once that dries, it's gone. I mean, I wish this existed when I was at school and I was colouring outside of the line constantly. Who wants it? Do you know what? It's more fun to colour outside of the lines.
Sorry?
It's more fun to colour outside of the lines.
Live life coloured outside the line, colouring outside the lines. Sure, that's a metaphor.
Yeah.
I do struggle when I'm colouring to keep it inside the lines, I must say. I've just not got a very steady hand. I think it's because we're left-handed, Michelle.
Yes, I do.
Apparently we're not as neat as people who are right-handed.
No, don't they say so left-handed people use the right-hand side of the brain, and I don't know. Left-handed people use the right-hand side of their brain to be left-handed, apparently. Or is that artistic people? I wish there was a part of my brain that worked properly.
What bit of your brain did that? What side of your brain did that statement come from?
In the depths somewhere. Some random... Do you know what happens with me is I remember half of something. So someone tells me something and I remember half of it and store it away, and then someone will tell me something else and I'll remember half of that, and I put those two together. Perfect. And it comes up with something that makes no sense to anyone. But me. So as long as I know what I'm talking about, I think that's all that matters.
Any questions you've got about this collection, don't forget you can get them into me, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. So talking about the shot, the wine jello, so basically it is it's like a jelly shot that you make, and you can make them with sangria. So like sangria jellies in little shots. Oh. And then you sort of put bits of fruit and stuff in the top of them as well. So they're like little shooters. They sound really good.
That does sound really good. Maybe that's what we should have delivered tomorrow instead of Sunday dinner.
Yeah, can you imagine? Second chance Sunday after that? After Michelle's been on the sangria shots.
There's nothing like rubbing it in, is there?
I was never a fan of sangria, and I don't know what happened. I think maybe I grew up because I went on holiday to Spain this year. I absolutely loved it. Yeah? Absolutely loved it. I was reading an article today that said if a restaurant is willing to serve paella on holiday in the evening, Michelle, you shouldn't go there. It's a touristy place.
Oh, okay.
Because Spanish people only eat paella at lunchtime, never in the evening.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
So I'm just going to fussy cut this out.
You fussy cut them like anyone I've seen before.
Do I?
Yeah, I think it's the angle of the scissors and where you hold them.
Yeah. Again, it's back to that thing that my mum used to say about me that I used to
do.
do.
Oh, so you use your scissors left-handed. See, I would use scissors with my right hand, even though I am left-handed.
I don't know. A lot of people have said to me when I pick a pair of scissors up that I use them a bit funny, but it's just normal to me. But I must admit, ours are the only scissors that I have been able to cut with.
Oh, really?
That aren't specifically left-handed.
Do you have some left-handed pairs?
I haven't had a pair for ages because I've used ours for so long now that it's not bothered me going to get a left-handed pair. The last time I had some, actually, was when I was a sewing machinist at Burberry's. Oh, they were a pair of scissors, them.
Oh,
Burberry
really?
scissors, yeah.
I really wish, I want to see the sort of stuff that you used to make when you were a machinist. Was it like coats and stuff?
Yeah, the Burberry Mac.
Right.
That's what I used to.
And how many would you make in a day?
So you work on part of it a day.
What bit would you just like do the left arm or something like that?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do. So I'd do the stitching on the outside that you could see. So, you know, down the front of your coat, you've got, it's called a fly, same as like the fly on your jeans.
Yeah.
But on a Burberry Mac, they've got a long fly down the front, and it's got this curve at the bottom, and it's where the buttons
So where the buttons go through, like the detailing across the end, yeah.
Yes, it had to be perfect.
So you'd only do that one bit?
Yes.
And how many of those would you do in a day?
A couple of hundred.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the thing is, because that's the first thing you see, it had to be perfect.
Right.
I was very good.
And how many did you not get right in a day?
No, none. I was good, thank you.
Oh, right.
I used to, it was the odd one that would get sent back. So when it got to the end of the line and they checked everyone's work, it was very rarely that I got one.
And what happened if it was wrong? Go in the bin?
No, they'd send you it back and you'd have to unstitch it and do it again.
Oh,
yeah.
Amazing. I love that. Yeah. Elaine says, hello again from sunny Florida. I'm so excited. My daughter just got engaged today. Can't wait to plan the wedding and the wedding cards and such as well. That sounds exciting.
Absolutely.
Send them our regards, Elaine.
Yes, congratulations. Right, so I'm just going to do a half-fold card, and I've already got some mats and layers done with that gorgeous red glitter card and some of the paper from the pad. So I've brought my snowman in as well that I've already coloured in. I've just added, you saw that little stocking, so we'll pop them on. And then hope your Christmas is so much fun. So just going to glue this on. Pop that in there.
Don't forget as well, full day of shows tomorrow here on Crafted TV. We've got another action-packed day, haven't we, for everyone, Michelle? We've got a Colour Me Happy.
Yes.
We're going to colour you ecstatic from 11 a.m, which is, of course, 6 a.m. on the East Coast, or the middle of the night if you're on the West Coast. Now, a masterclass, unlike any masterclass I've ever done before tomorrow, Michelle, storage, tools and essentials.
Yeah.
What can we expect from that?
Well,
other than storage tools and essentials,
yeah. So we're just going to sort of be going through a little bit of everything. So we're going to be going through the glues, what we can do with those, some of the bags, glues, yeah.
Glues, sorry, I thought you said balloons. Blues. I was like, oh, that was not what I was expecting.
I'm going to be singing the blues. I'm not going to be singing the blues. Although if we have sangrias for lunch, I very well may be.
Yeah. So that'll be at 2 p.m. tomorrow, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast, and then we will have we're going to wrap your week up in style. It's Second Chance Sunday as well, so that'll be coming your way at 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 o'clock East Coast, 10 a.m. West Coast, which is wonderful.
Yes, another full, fabulous day of me and you, Joe.
Yeah,
what
amazing.
More could one ask for?
I can't believe it's my birthday a week on Monday. I've genuinely forgotten about it yesterday, you know.
Yeah, I can't believe. Do you know what? I tell everyone for weeks and weeks, yeah.
I don't think I've worked on my birthday for a long time. It's me and you on my birthday, Michelle.
Oh, is it?
All day.
Oh,
with Johnny and Charlotte. Were you being sarcastic there? Charlotte just went, yeah.
So if I just turn that round for you, and it's a lovely snowman with his stocking, just on that nice simple Z-fold card.
Gorgeous. Absolutely blooming gorgeous. It really is. Lorna Fernandez says, left-handed people do use the right side of their brain, and that's the creative side. So I'm meant to be more creative. I'll stick with it, as I'm also a lefty. Sorry, Charlotte? What was that?
She didn't say a thing.
What did she say? Well, I'm not going to go on with the show until she tells me what she says herself. I don't use either. Very rude. Very, very rude, honestly. When's George back? Vintage snowman. I'm going to recap what's in here for you. It's a great selection. Great price as well for a selection of this size, I must say. So in here you have got all of your different designs, lots of different colours, really sort of nostalgic, that one. We've then got, of course, the luxury cardstock, which is this one just here. And again, all of your different designs there, as you can see. Then we move into all of the bits and bobs. So these are the embellishments, they're coming included for you. I'll try not to drop anything this time. That's the Vintage Wonderland. We've also got the Jolly Snowman in there. Oh, nearly. That one there is your Dashing Through the Snow. You've also got a Oh Christmas Tree. Winter Scene, which is your cut and emboss folder. A beautiful embossing folder here, which is your Falling Snow. That one there is the Christmas in Your Heart. You've also got Merry and Bright. We've got Winter Blessings. And we've also got the seasonal sentiments there for you as well. So really, really good value there. £79 or $100, $63.20 or $80 as a platinum member, which is excellent. We are going to go to Bethlehem next, not the place, but the collection, of course. A really lovely selection of bits from this collection. It was one of those that sort of came and went very, very quickly. I didn't actually get a chance to even do any of the shows when we first launched it. A really lovely colourway in this. That is the wrong way round, Joe. There we go. A really lovely colourway in this. Lots of double-sided Centura. That blue, again. Blue seems to be a real sort of colour of the moment, doesn't it?
It does. I love it. I love a deep, dark navy blue, midnight blue.
You've got a lovely gold matte mirror, the gold, and then that teal in there. Blue and teal together. Just really, really lovely. Then we have also got all of your different bits and bobs that you've got in here. So you've got Silent Night, which is that one there. It is your lovely sentiment. Then we have also got Follow the Star. So you cut an emboss folder, it cuts a little star out there and all the little smaller stars. Oh Little Town, which is this one here. That one there is your Celestial Angel. Celestial is a word that I'm not familiar with, Michelle.
No, me neither.
I can't say that, Charlotte. That one there is Little Town of Bethlehem. Now that's an interesting one as well. Again, one you're going to be able to really build up there. This one here is Joy, and then you've got the different sentiment stamps underneath, which allows you to curate your own. This one here is your Bearing Gifts. You've got your Blessed Bauble. That there is your Wondrous Sentiments. And you've also got your Joyous Sentiments in there as well. It means relating to the sky or out of space, Celestial. £69 at $86 saves you, what, almost £38, just over $46. And platinum members are looking at $55.20 or $68.80 if they want to get their hands on that. Taylor was not meant to be our social media superstar, but this evening she stepped in last minute. She's a super substitution, but she's really enjoying hanging out with us. We're enjoying hanging out with Taylor as well. I feel like it's the universe way has pushed us together, because we definitely needed an American, didn't we, on the comments tonight? Because there's been a lot of, you know, cross-pond translation needed happening. So it all worked out well.
Yes.
Panda Craft says there are so many September babies on here. Happy birthday month to us all.
Yes.
Absolutely. And Judy Brandenburg says, love the colours of the paper in this set. I think probably, I mean, September surely has got to be the most popular month for birthdays.
I think so, it seems to be. But everyone celebrates at Christmas, don't they? They have a little bit too much to drink and then 9 months later, there's babies appearing everywhere.
But isn't it January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September? It's actually 10 months after Christmas. The 25th of September,
Yeah.
25th of September is 10 months after Christmas, isn't it? But and how many months are you pregnant? Because it's a certain amount of weeks. Is it closer to 10 months than it is to 9
Yeah,
months?
it's 40 weeks, isn't it? That you're pregnant for.
Yeah, so it is actually, it's over 9.5 months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, makes sense then. So that's why we
Yeah.
have the babies at sort of mid to end of September.
They tell you 9 months to lull you into this false sense of security, thinking that it's going to end that, you know, that little bit quicker, and it doesn't. You get to 9 months and you're like, no, it's 10 months.
Charlotte
really.
just said to me, May, you know what happens 9 months before September? And then she says, why are we discussing this? I was like, because you brought it up, Charlotte. That's why we're discussing it. It was your conversation starter. Taylor, our social media superstars, had to explain brown sauce to a lot of people in the comments. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Let's not get onto jelly deals. We'll be here all evening. Right, let's go back to you before Charlotte starts another conversation that we don't want to talk about. Over to you, Michelle.
Okay, right. I've got a couple of the die sets from this. Oh, do you know what? There's not 2 days the same in this job. Can I just say?
No, thank goodness if today's anything to go by, that's what I say.
Well, I meant it in a good way. Meaning every day's fabulous. It really is. On some days I get home at the end of the day and I've laughed so much. You know when you laugh so much and your cheeks hurt? That this job does that to me, definitely. In a good way, again. So back to the Bethlehem collection. I've got the Bearing Gifts in the little town of Bethlehem. So I'm going to pop this out, and I love this one. So it's absolutely perfect for if you wanted to do stained glass window effects. It is just perfect for that. So I've got a piece of that beautiful blue card from that kit, and again some matte gold. And this is just a piece of the beautiful, look at that, paper from this kit. So let me just bring this in, and we will die cut this out. So just pop that on there and we'll run it through.
How would you use this particular die?
So for me, the first thing I saw when I looked at this was a stained glass window.
Okay.
So you can be paper piecing into this, it's going to look amazing. In fact, I have got a sample, pretty sure down there, with a stained glass effect. So I'll have to show you that because it's absolutely beautiful. But then the next thing I saw was a shaker card. For me, it's everything's, can I do a shaker card with that shaker element? And if you can, then yeah, it's perfect for me. So let's just pop this out. So as you can see, as I peel it off, I mean, you've got all those bits that will remain. Just popping it onto there, you can see. Can you see? There you go.
Marvellous.
How
It's so
perfect.
cool just like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Just on its own. It doesn't really need much else doing to
I mean, I guess you could glue that down and cut around that, and that would be a tag ready to go.
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a perfect fat size for a tag. I'm just going to have to show you, because I just came across it. It's just stunning. So that is one of our design team has made that card. And look how
Really lovely.
using the glitter card. So it's Jackie Smith. It's just stunning. And again, if you've got our paper piecing hold and release sheets, then it makes that so much easier and quicker to do. So I've already cut it out in the gold and the blue, so I'm just going to pop that to one side for now. Let's get rid of these bits. I don't want people saying that I don't clean my dies out, which I don't, but don't tell no one. And then what I've done is, I've just placed this on here, I've just drawn round it with a pencil, and then I've just cut it out so I've got a back. So I've just, that's all I've done. I was looking for my gold piece. So that's going to be the back. So I'm going to make a shaker element with this. I'm going to bring in a piece of acetate. So we're just going to, and again, I'm going to do the same. I will fussy cut round this. So it's the same shape, so it fits perfectly. Let's get rid of that. So let's just tape these together. And again, you're going to be very careful because there's loose edges that you don't want to accidentally catch and knock up. I'm so glad you found these dotted tape pens.
Don't tell Jake.
No, I won't. Don't you worry.
Because I know, who knows, maybe they might have been saving them for something for a week. We'll be in a lot of trouble. Charlotte will be got us up anyway.
Bless her. So I'm just going to give that an ever so slight gold drop shadow. I don't want it too much. Sometimes if you do a drop shadow and you drop it too much, it almost looks like you're looking at it boss-eyed. Is that a word that people all know? Or cross-eyed. And it can not look nice at all, so you need to be quite careful doing it. So then again, so I'm just going to tape this with a dotty, and then we're going to stick it onto the acetate, and then we'll just cut round it with our scissors. So again, you could be, if you don't want to put it onto acetate and make a shaker, or if you don't want to make like a stained glass window effect with this, you can be popping it onto some vellum. I mean, you're going to have vellums in lots of your packs that are going to be able to work with this perfectly. So let's pop that on there. And now the trick is seeing where I'm cutting. So let's just...
Are they left-handed scissors?
No. Oh, these are our sewing ones. These are our rose gold sewing scissors. I think you can still get them on our website. I got these purely because they're rose gold. But again, I'm used to a big scissor. Again, I think it's just from working at Burberry's. My scissors were exactly the same as this, as big as this as well. They're a fabric scissor, but they work perfectly, obviously, for my card craft. And do you know what the brilliant thing about these scissors is? I take them to fabric and back to card and back to fabric, and they still stay as sharp as they did when I first got them. I've
Amazing.
not lost anything with these. So there we go. So just missed a little bit at the top. So that's going to be my back. Oh, I ain't got no foam on a roll. Do you think Jake's out there? Jake, do you think you could get me some?
What are you after?
Foam on a roll.
Jake! Have you got any foam on a roll? No. Foam on a roll. Have you? He's got some. See, let's cheer him up. It's the first time he smiled all day.
Oh. So this card is 8.5 by 6, and it's just a tent-fold card. I've mat and layered some of the blue and the gold, again with some of that beautiful paper from that pad. I bet they're all singing it in the comments, Joe. Oh, star, thank you.
Jake's got very noisy trainers on, hasn't he? Have you noticed? Honestly, he sounds like a doorman. No, they're not squeaky, they're just heavy.
I thought that earlier. I turned right. I thought it was that spider that had returned from yesterday.
Size of that spider. Mary Rhino says, Three King Star is one of my absolute favourites that's in this collection.
I love this.
Jane Wilson says, it's a beautiful collection, one of my faves this year. I was going to ask you what your favourite collection's been all year, Michelle, but you're not going to be able to decide, I've realised, so I thought I would just stay away from the question.
No, there's been so many, and they've all been so lovely. That,
Mine might be the Summer Gnomes, you know.
I love that one.
I did love that.
I do love that. So I've used this one, so if I just pop this out for you to see, you've got those two scene dies, and obviously one's a lot deeper than the other, so you can be layering them up in front of each other, but there's no cutting edge at the bottom. So those, which means you can cut it into a card and have that much left at the bottom. You can just have a little bit. You can cut those as deep or as narrow as you want. And all I've done is I've cut them out in, again, some white card and that beautiful blue. And I've just backed them onto this sort of border. And I'm just going to pop them on there. And I've just cut it in half because this stained glass window is going to go in front of it, so all is good. I'm not gonna put the foam on a roll on the back of mine because Jake's brought me this one and it's really quite wide. I'd have to cut it all in half. So I've got one here that I've already started on. So we're just gonna layer this up, glue these bits down, and then we'll pop this on where we want it. So let's just get a bit of glue onto these.
Everyone is singing away in the comments. It is not coming back. I don't know if Taylor is aware, our social media superstar, but we cancelled Foam on a Roll.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, it's been cancelled. I decided we don't sing it anymore.
Ah, okay.
That's the joy of cancel culture. You can just decide these things, you see.
Yes, yes it is. Just going to bring that in because I want to make sure that I get that one in exactly the same place on my card. There we go. And then, so this we're going to pop over there. So again, let's put some tape on that. And this is going to be the base to my shaker element. So popping that just there. And then this is going to go over. Let me bring in my sequins, pop those in. And then let's just remove this. So this is, the ones that I used on this is actually those giant rolls that we've got that was released for our shakers because it curves round, as you can see, beautifully. And it's very sticky as well, so be very careful. So, just popping that on there. There we go. Make sure that's nice and stuck down. You don't want no escaped sequins. There we go.
Marvellous.
So I do have this. So this is the die, the Silent Night one. So we're going to pop that on. And again, I've run this through my Xyron, so it's really sticky. So you be very careful. Again, you're going to get glue everywhere. See if I can peel it off without doing a Keith. And that's the only thing about the Xyrons. They are brilliant, but so...
You look a little bit like Keith yesterday here.
Well, that's what I said. I'm going to try and not do a Keith. Let's pop that on there. So I did have the white to go over the top, but I don't want to do it. So once that's stuck down, if you just sort of rub over it, it's going to get rid of all that sticky. So it's not going to go onto your card, it's going to rub off beautifully. So no need to worry about that. And then so, if I just turn that round for you, I've got a lovely shaker element with that beautiful Bethlehem collection.
Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. And remember what you're getting included here. It's a really lovely little selection there for you. So you've got your luxury cardstock, of course, included, which gives you the beautiful blues, that wonderful, that matte mirror gold is sensational. And then you've got your pearl card in there as well. And of course you're getting all of the other bits and bobs as well. So you've got your Silent Night die in there. You've also got your Follow the Star cut and emboss folder, Oh Little Town embossing folder, the Celestial Angel is there. You're going to get Little Town of Bethlehem, the Sending Joy, this one that you've just seen Michelle uses Bearing Gifts, Blessed Bauble is there, Wondrous Sentiments, and you'll also get Joyous Sentiments in there as well. A really lovely selection of items there from the Bethlehem, collection. So let's just pop those down. Right, we're going to look, I believe, at yesterday's launch. We're going to take a little look at that. So let's go back to yesterday. So if you want to go for these, then you can see these here. So you get 3 different shapes in here. So you've got that one there, which is the curves there. Then we're also going to give you the rectangle. So there's lots of things you can do with these. You're going to, I think advent calendars are going to be the first thing that you're going to think about doing, but there was loads of different ways you can incorporate them into a whole host of different projects as well, which is wonderful. $29.99 or $34.95. You're available individually. You get a really nice saving when you get them together, so I'd absolutely suggest you get them as a collection. You've got the different options. You get 3 sizes in each of the different shapes. Lots you can do with these, Michelle.
Yes. So, yes, absolutely perfect for advent calendars, perfect for any kind of note or hidden message that you're wanting to send to anyone, invites, wedding invites, birthday invites. Kids are going to love sending these out to all their friends, and they're going to love opening that and it's saying, you know, will you come to my birthday, things like that. So you can be popping handmade or handwritten, messages under there. You can be using any of your stamps, any of your dies. You're going to pop the cutest little bunny rabbits under there, and again, it's just fun, but they're going to go with anything and everything in your stash. So that one's been used as the stopper for that easel card as well. So this is from the Farmhouse collection. So you can be popping just one on there. You can be popping lots on there. You can be mixing and matching all of the sizes, all of the shapes together. You don't just have to be using one, but it is going to be making all your makes. It's going to be making your makes. Fabulous.
Amazing. Really, really cool though. So let's move on and have a little look at these. If you want to get those, of course, $29.99 or $34.95. These are cool. These are some layering stamps that we've got here for you. And there's lots you can do with these. So this is your layering stamp and die set, 6 collections in here. This is your beautiful baubles. If you've got your quick dry inks, they're going to be perfect to go with these. You've got sentiments in each of them as well. And of course the dies to cut this out. You've got the festive flurry, which is that one there. We've also got the reason for the season. Then you've got your decorate the tree, festive foliage, and your festive wreath as well. £30 or $39. Now that's a saving of almost £60, over $80, which is a lot of money. Platinum members looking at £24 or $31.20. A lot of love coming in for that last card. Christine Mahoney says, gorgeous card. Flora says, beautiful and elegant. And Shadia says, stunning card. Michelle, love it.
Thank you.
Lots and lots of love coming in for those. Right then, I believe we're going to have a little look at these next, Michelle.
Yes, so I'm going to be using the festive wreath. And again, so these are very much like lots of our collections that we've brought out in the past. They're all numbered up, so you're going to be layering them over each other, and they're going to look absolutely fabulous. So I'm just going to... oh, I'm not organised today. Oh, what else is in there? Oh, the die. Well, we need that, don't we? Let's just get that out. How is that even stuck in there?
It's got a bit sticky.
Sorry?
It's got a bit sticky.
Yeah. I don't know how it's stuck in there, but it is. Oh, there it is, look. This little, the little notchy bit was tucked through that, and that's why I couldn't get it out. So there you go. So you've got that lovely wreath, and you can see from here, it tells you exactly what you need to be doing. And again, it says it here, you've got your 3 stamps, so you've got 1, 2 and 3, and then for that smaller one, you've got 1 and 2. So I'm just gonna, you're gonna be using your quick dry ones for this. So I'm gonna use my pine cone, I'm gonna use my Chinese red, and what other colour should I use?
Anne says, my crafts have taken over the entire house. Can't remember the last time I had my dining table cleared. One advantage of living alone. I have got to the point of mine where I need a declutter. You know, where stuff just is living places that stuff shouldn't live.
Yeah.
Like on the table at the side of the sofa, there's, you know, a pile of bits, and behind the chopping board in the kitchen, behind the knife block in the kitchen against the wall, there's a pile of letters. You know, it just all starts to creep up on you, and you think, that's it. We've got to clear it all. By clear it all, I mean put it in the top drawer, in the drawers in the spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Just push it all in there, done.
I think we've all got that drawer somewhere that we've put everything in.
Oh, I've got several of them.
Right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take it off one at a time. I've taken number 1 off, and again, if you've had these before, you're going to know exactly what I'm going to do. If you haven't, you've got that little right angle piece there, and you're going to place it somewhere on your stamping mat or your stamping platform that you know you're going to be able to remember, so when you bring your others in, you know that you're going to get that layering absolutely perfect. So let me just move my card over so I can stamp onto it. So yeah, perfect. So then again, so you're going to look at this, and it's going to show you how to do it, in what order, and what do I have on there. So I've got foliage, so I'm going to go in with my lightest. So I've got grasshopper, I've got pine tree, and I've got Chinese red. So again, you're going to have a play with these, see which colours you like, you prefer. I mean this, so I did the pink card earlier. Make your wreath up in pinks and blues. You know those like baby pinks and those baby blues. If it's like baby's first Christmas, anything, or if someone just likes those baby blues and baby pinks. There we go. Look at that. It stamps gorgeous. So let me just wipe that down, pull that off, remembering that that's where I've got my, I need to put my little notch. So we're going to bring in number 2. So if I turn it over, you can see it says number 2 there. So we're just going to peel that off.
Can we do this with inks other than our quick dries, or would we have to leave some time in between, Michelle?
Yeah, you can. So if you're going to use your opaques, you're not going to use your water reactives because they don't, they're not made for stamping like this per se.
So they're going to sort of blend into each other, are they, rather than sitting on top of each other?
Yeah, you don't get a crisp image if you try to stamp with a water reactive. If you're going to use your opaques, you're going to have to wait in between each layer because they're designed to stay open for longer, so you can do things like heat embossing, so they take a lot longer to dry than these do. So if you're going to use anything, I would definitely recommend these. So what have I got there? So I've got my holly leaves, so I definitely don't want the red. So I'm going to come in with the pine tree. Pop that on there. And just stamp. Oh, I like that. I'm thinking that's looking lovely, so I'm just going to stamp that again, just deepen it up just a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that's looking nice, if I do say so myself. But it's the stamp. The stamp's doing all the work for me. So let's take that off. And then number 3 is bring that in. Let's make sure that you put these back in order first. And then I've got number 3, so we're going to take that one off. We're going to do exactly the same. I'm going to remember that that's where I've got my little point going, or my little rectangle. There we go. And then I've got my Chinese red. And again, I've used quick dry for all 3 of these. And then we're just going to stamp that down. And just like magic, you've got a beautiful wreath. I'm well impressed with that. Do you know what? I love each time I use these, I'm as impressed as I was the last time. I just love how they perfectly line
It's a very
up.
clever system, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's pop that back on there and move that to the side. So we're going to get this off now, and we will. And the good thing about this is it's got the dies with it, so we don't need to worry about having to fussy cut it out. So it's, again, you're just going to keep twisting it round until you get it all covered up, and I think that is. Let's pop a couple of pieces on, and then we're going to run it through. And just pop those to the side.
Tessa's got the right idea. They say, I recently took over one of my kids' old bedrooms. I need to fill it up. How much fun. Imagine that, having a whole new room to fill with crafty goodies.
I know.
Delightful.
But I say to the husband all the time, see, my craft stuff does fit into one room, and he'll say, stop calling our house a room. Sorry, I saw one of you post that on I'm a Crafter's Companion, so it's your fault that I've just done a dad joke. But it does make me laugh. But it's true, I think your craft stuff, I think anything that is your hobby, it encroaches onto every room in your
Absolutely.
house. It really does.
Unless you're super, super organised. Like Craig's so organised, isn't he?
Oh, that's like...
I can't imagine Craig's got to poke it all out of place in his entire house.
No, definitely not. So there you go, I've got my lovely wreath. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, stuck, pop a nice simple card together. So again, it's just over 6 by 6 card base that I've got. I'm just doing a normal left fold card, and I'm just looking for my glue. So again, so I've got that lovely red glitter card there, and I love it. Just having a pop of that as a mat and layer is just gorgeous, and non-shed as well. My Auntie Kitty, well, Ben's Auntie Kitty, but she's my Auntie Kitty now, obviously, sent me a birthday card, and I opened the card up, and Ben literally ran away because it said happy birthday, but it was in glitter, but it was in that glitter that obviously...
Does he not like it?
Oh, no, because it wasn't a non-shed.
Right.
So it was like literally everywhere. I only touched the card and was covered in glitter for 3 days.
Wow, it sounds fabulous. I'm all right
I
with those
love.
kind of cards.
I'm absolute, but Ben doesn't, so he ran
He has
away.
an aversion. Is it because he's like, he really likes to be clean and everything to be tidy, or he just doesn't like glitter?
No, he doesn't like glitter, but he is a bit OCD with keeping things clean and stuff like that. But the problem is, I find it hilarious, but he ends up going to the supermarket covered in glitter, or you know when you're trying to pick a gem up and it pings off somewhere. Normally pings off onto the back of his head. So he's walking around the supermarket with his bald head, a little bit of glitter, a little gem. See, he says it's accidental, but I'm pretty sure he does it on purpose. So let's pop this in the middle. Almost seems a shame that I'm covering that beautiful paper up.
Kate says, I totally blame the CTV team for the state of my house. They always show the most ingenious ways of using everything, so I just have to have it.
Yes.
And Anne says the CTV team has a way with creating, so you have to have something you previously thought you didn't. There you are.
That's so true. Do you know, I was the same when I used to tune in and watch. I've always said about Debbie Robinson, well, they all can, but Debbie Robinson, I still say it to her, you can sell ice to the Eskimos. And it is, you tune in and you see them doing what they need to do or doing what they do.
It doesn't take much, so to be fair. I mean, I guess it's whether you really want it or not, isn't it? If I have to stop, at certain times I can't watch QVC, you know, Michelle, because I just need it all.
Yes.
From the creams, to the kitchen gadgets, to the bedding, the towels, the candles.
I have watched QVC with you before, so yeah, you did make me laugh. Do I need
all.
it?
I just need it.
Yes, I do.
I just need it.
Sometimes we just need these things. All the time we just need these things. So again, that red glitter card as a drop shadow behind there. And then what I'm going to do is, so I've got a piece of acetate. I'm going to roughly cut this to the size of this. So let's just using sort of the die as a rough template, because you're not going to be seeing the acetate once I pop it behind this. So it doesn't matter if my edges aren't perfect. Just snip a little bit more there. Well, you're not going to see it anyway, because I can't see it and I'm holding it right in front of me.
You can't see it to cut it. We're definitely not going to see it on the project.
There we go, that'll do. So let me try not to move that from that angle. Just move that up there. Put a bit of tape. Did I get that on? I did. Move that. So again, I'm just going to make a little, do I want to make a little shaker element, or do I not? I don't know. I can't help it. Shaker elements are a little bit addictive for me, I must admit. So let's see if this is thin enough to go around. Oh, it is just thin enough. So when you're doing these, obviously making sure that it butts right up next to each other. You don't want to be losing your sequins. Just, yeah, it's thin enough. I wasn't quite sure if it would be, but it is. And then that last bit there. There we go. So I'm just going to bring, again, these sequins in. Pop them in there. And then take the back off this. I think for Christmas cards, popping a shaker element on is just a perfectly Christmas idea. And I mean, they don't take a lot to do. They're nice, quite easy, simple things, but it's just fabulous. So popping that on there. Just, there we go. And I have just a couple more, just a couple of those. So these, obviously these stamps are in with this kit. And I did have I got 3? I don't. I thought I had 3, but I don't. So we're just going to pop 2 on. So we'll pop that one just there. Oh, if we keep them both on the same side, they'll look okay. Oh no, that's okay.
Jamie said he's going to go and grab Lily's card. I don't know why he's going to go and grab Lily's card. It's not Sunday. it's on Sunday we need it. Yeah, it's definitely not Sunday, Jamie.
So I've got another day to hide it.
Jamie thinks that, yeah, Jamie thinks he's off. That's it, he's off for a few days after today. It's Saturday today,
yeah.
all day.
He's a day ahead, isn't he? So deck the halls, that's just going to pop there. I've got one of those beautiful velvet ribbons from the Twas the Night, wasn't it? That lovely velvet ribbon.
That is available as well over on the website at the moment.
I'm going to pop that on just there. And then I'm just one pine cone, because I couldn't...
Is that in place of a gem, the pine cone?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was going to put some gems on, but I'm not now. No, I think a pine cone or a gem. So if I just turn that round for you now, so using that lovely wreath to make that shaker element in there.
Brilliant, absolutely glorious, love that. I'll quickly recap what you're going to get and then we will do card of the show and we'll do card of the day as well. Beautiful baubles, you will also receive the festive flurry, the reason for the season, decorate the tree, festive foliage, and also festive wreath there as well. They are the ones that you are going to get. So £30 or $39 gets you all of that, which is amazing. Right, card of the show then, Michelle.
I can't remember what order I did them in, so we'll do it in this order. So this one can be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then number 5.
Marvellous.
I now remember that order.
You vote. As soon as we get the card of the show vote done, we'll get the card of the day vote done. What were the other two? I see them. Were they today's? Yes, they were today's. Excellent. I love that Charlotte's saying they're today's, but she can't see what I'm pointing at. But I thank you for your help, Charlotte. Weekend Super Saver is this one here, which is your Century Pearl. You can get the pastels for free in this particular collection. You've got 20 sheets coming in there for you. That's that one. And the other ones you're getting in here are the fresh white, as you can see there, fresh white hint of silver, which is that one just there. And that's 20 sheets, 20 sheets, 25 sheets, 25 sheets there, and 25 sheets as well in the hint of gold. So the white's really nice, the fresh white, but I think it's really lovely to have just that little bit of warmth from the gold or the little bit of silver in the background. Gives it a little bit more interest, which is excellent. It is the Weekend Super Saver, so what that means is, even if there's stock available, the deal will end tomorrow evening. So make sure you've snapped it up by midnight Sunday, wherever you are, or the deal will end. We're next going to have a little look at this. This could be the last chance you get to get your hands on this, I think, because normally our deals last about 48 hours after our shows have aired. So this was on Thursday's cart load. It's now Saturday, so that's almost 48 hours ago this last aired. So you will need to be quick for this. What you've got in here is an amazing discovery. We're calling it a discovery bag, which is what it is. It's a great way of sampling lots of different elements of one of our ranges. So you've got here, that's your aqua markers you can see there. We also have some glitter markers in there. Full sets of all of these as well. They're not just, you know, little sort of try-me collections. These are full collections. These are your acrylic paint markers. We've got some of our tri-blend brush pens. Number 3, Michelle, is a card of the show. You've then got your illustrators here. Some art liners coming in there for you. You've got your blending sponges, one of our card front pads, and we've also got your a couple of ink pads in as well. We've got a Harmony Water Reactive and a Midas too. So that will save you £62 or $99 when you go for that. I mean, that really is amazing value for money. Maybe if you already own a few bits of that, you can pack some of those away for Christmas gifts. Right, I'm just going to grab the other 2 cards of card of the day. So I think one was this one, wasn't it? So this is your options then when it comes to card of the day. Number 1, which is that one there. Number 2, which is that one there. Or number 3, which is over the other side. 1, 2 or 3, you decide. You've got a minute to get your votes in, and then we will decide what is the card of the day. Whilst you're voting on that, let me bring this in again for you. Been super popular. Again, another deal that was launched on Thursday. So we're coming to the end of this now. And it is our Deluxe tote. We do lots of them. This is one of the largest ones that we do. And I love the fact that you can customise all of the internals in this one. So you can either have one big space, which is awesome, or you can have one compartment in there, which is excellent. We can then pop that one round and have just 2 compartments, or you can pop all of them in You can have all the compartments. There you go. You will get A4 cardstock across there. You'll get Gemini cutting plates across there too. You've got 3 nice big pockets on the front here, a nice slip pocket there, 2 pockets either end on this. Everything's nicely piped. So, you know, some bags like this, when you're getting in and out, they're a bit scratchy, can't they? They don't have that with this because the stitching's beautiful. Everything's beautifully piped. You've then got on the back of here a really nice big long pocket as well. So you can either put things like your rulers in there. I've been putting my keys and my chocolate bar in there, Michelle. That's what I'll be going in there. As I said, you've got a really nice hard base and you've got those padded handles too. So the padded handles mean it's not going to hurt your hand. Even if you completely fill that, it's still going to be comfy to carry. However, that would be great if you were getting that for $34.99 or $39.95. However, today we're going to throw in a load of other goodies for you. So you've got your liftables in here, a brilliant creator card. We've got some sentiment stamps. There is edgeables, floral stamps. That's your balloon sentiments and a 3D embossing folder as well, all coming included in there for you, which is great. The other one I want to tell you about is this. Whilst we're just waiting for that card of the day, what's it going to be? It's tense. I think it's going to be number 2, you know. Don't you? What do you think, Michelle?
Yeah. Is number 1 the one with the
sweet pea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fuchsia, isn't it?
No, we did it the wrong way around. Then we did that as number 1, didn't we? That one we did as number 1.
Yeah.
So it was number 1, yeah. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know how you guys are keeping up. This here is a great deal for you on the Gemini MIDI that we've got. Absolutely fantastic. Really nice big size on this. It's a 6x9 cutting platform, which is excellent. It's a manual machine. We sell loads of these, just a simple folder-based system. We sell loads of them at the full price, which is $69.99 or $109.99. But what you're going to get if you're going for this, this is another one of the deals that we've kept on since Thursday's cartload, is you will get £60 or $70 worth of freebies when you go for this. So you've got in here some lovely floral dies. We've got a 3D embossing folder, pop-out sentiments in there, shadow stamps and dies, and you've also got there as well your some more pop-out dies for you, which is marvellous. So you'll get all of those for free, only whilst that deal is running, which is fantastic. Now, don't forget what's happening tomorrow here on Crafters TV. So 11 AM tomorrow will be Colour Me Happy. It's called Colour Me Happy, isn't it? Not Colour You Happy. Why do I want to call it Colour You Happy? Not sure, but that's not what it's called. So that'll be up 11 AM in the UK, 6 AM East Coast, which is wonderful. A brilliant masterclass with storage tools and essentials. That's coming up for you at 2 PM, which is here in the UK. 9 AM on the East Coast, 6 AM on the West Coast, and then we also have Second Chance Sunday. We're going to close out the week. It's our last show as well of the week. Well, it's everyone's last show of the week.
Yes.
That's a bit of a silly thing to say. My last show for a week, actually. So really lovely to have that. 6 PM, which is 1 o'clock on the East Coast, or 10 AM over on the West Coast. The winner of the card of the show is this one. There we are. Amazing. So that will go up into the card of the week. That is a fantastic one. Right. We will see you back here bright and early tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Take care now. Bye-bye.